What's going on, everybody? We are back again. We got major breaking news in the world of women's college basketball. The transfer portal is on and popping, as we already know. And another big name literally has hit the board. Yes, sirree. Another big name has hit the board in more ways than one. And we're here to talk about it and see what the options are. What do we think? Who do we think? Where do we think? All that good stuff. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez. Show might hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are here to bring it to you live and uncut. We bring it to you raw, as you know. Appreciate y'all supporting this channel. Again, follow us on Instagram at Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. We are here to talk about it. And I'm going to tell you what, I am on the page of one Audi Crooks, and I got to say, I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming. I did not think that Audi Crooks would decide to take her talents to the transfer portal. Audi Crooks, second leading scorer in the nation behind one Michaela Blakes, has announced via Instagram today. I would have had this thing up probably an hour and a half ago, but I was with my son at the doctor getting cleared from his surgery, and that's when it popped. Audi Crooks says, "Thank you, Cyclone Nation. Thank you all for embracing me and showing up to Hilton every single game day. I've met so many of you out in the community, and I will cherish all of the genuine connections that I've built during my time at Iowa State. Words cannot fully express how grateful I feel to have called this place home. I want to thank my teammates for their friendship and all the great memories, to my coaches and all the Iowa State staff. Thank you for always supporting me. I still believe the grass is greener where you water it." Okay, interesting. "And I've done that here. It's why I want you to hear from me directly that I have decided to enter the portal and explore what it means to take root again in new ground. With love and deep gratitude always, Audi Crooks, number 55. What does this mean? Wow. So the native of Algona, Iowa, is leaving the state of Iowa. She was a second team AP All-American this year. A little questionable in my opinion. She's a three-time first team All Big 12. She was second in the country in scoring. Early on this season, people were raving about her, talking about how amazing she was. And the whole nine, the points, totals, all those things that were happening against substandard, in my opinion, competition. But nobody said she couldn't score points. What really got exposed as the season went on was her inability to guard anybody, for which we've done videos on that. And I stand on that, and I will always stand on that. If you can't play defense, you can't play basketball. This isn't about being bad at defense. This is about not even giving a shit about playing it. There's different levels to being a bad defender. We've seen plenty of NBA players who are bad defensive players. We've seen plenty of male college basketball players who are bad defensive players. We've seen women's basketball players who are bad defensive basketball players. But the effort to play it is different. I mean, and what I gotta say is I'm actually kind of surprised. She actually on her page. Is this her page? I'm not sure. I thought this was her page. Is it not? Oh, well, the first post that comes up for Audi Crooks is that Mike Diadino, whatever his name is, video where he talks hella trash about her game. Why is this not opening? So she has hit the portal, and good for her. She's made this decision. Now the question becomes this one. What is Audi Crooks going to do? Where is she going to go? Who are the potential teams for her To sit here and say that I expected her to transfer would be an absolute lie. I thought she would stick at Iowa State. I didn't think she'd be making any type of move because I thought everybody literally left Iowa State because of her. And now maybe you got to wonder if everyone's left because of the coach. Now, at the same time, maybe it still was because of her and she still wanted to get the hell out because the reality is that she didn't expect that anyone would want to come play at Iowa State with her. Now, let's talk about some potential suitors. We got to remember one thing about these teams that are still playing right now. They defend, and they defend at a very, very, very high level. UConn defends. South Carolina defends. UCLA defends. Texas defends. These teams all defend. I mean, UConn gives up 50.1 points per game, number one in the country. South Carolina, I'm sorry, Texas is at 55.5 points per game. By the way, UConn gives up 33.4% shooting and 27% shooting from three. That's exceptional defense. I don't care who you're playing. Texas gives up 55.9 points per game, 37.9% shooting, and 28.8% from three. South Carolina, 57.5 points, 34.7% shooting, 28.6 from three. And the final team in the Final Four is UCLA. Where are they at? Where is UCLA? They can't be that bad. I must have missed them. I have to have missed this. All right, they give up 56.9 points per game, 36.2% shooting, and 27.8 from three. So these are all excellent defensive squads. Don't give a lot of points. Now, let's take a look at Iowa State. Iowa State. You're going way down the list for this. Iowa State, 67.3 points, 39.9%, 32.6% for me. Understand, though, that this is in the bottom quarter of the country in points per game. Like, seriously, this is towards the bottom. Like, people below Iowa State, you're talking about Coastal Carolina, UT Arlington. Like, I'm counting right here of the major Division I schools with a worse defense than Iowa State. You're looking at Kansas State, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Rutgers, Tennessee, Indiana, Arizona, Wisconsin, Purdue, Pitt, Houston. There's not a lot. Florida State, Missouri, Boston College, but Arkansas, there's not a lot. There might be 15 high-level Division I schools with a worse defensive team than Iowa State was this year. They were brutally bad defensively, and we saw enough video of her inability to defend and her inability to help as the back line of defense for this team. So I don't think there's any way in the world that a team like that would want her. There's really one team in my mind that I think would potentially take Audi Crooks. And it's because they are in the business of recycling. And that's TCU. TCU has become a team that's in a program in the business of recycling. They recycled last year, they recycled this year, and they're not a team that expects to win a championship. So when they go pick up, Marta Suarez out of the portal and pick up Olivia Miles out of the portal and have them as 1 year players. Marta Suarez, this was her third school in 5 years. First she was at Tennessee, then Cal, then at TCU this year. And she had her best year at TCU, statistically. Olivia Miles was given the keys to the car to drive it and did a really good job doing so. But this is a team that last year picked up Haley Van Lith, and they recycle. They're in the business of the recycling. And they're going to lose both of those players. So there's going to be a significant hole on this team from that position. Even their big 6'7" Clara Silva, she played at Kentucky last year. This year she's at TCU. I presume she would return. I think she'd be very, very helpful for a player like Audi Crooks, because then Audi Crooks doesn't really have to care about defending as much, because she's gonna have a 6'7" person back there who should be cleaning up the mess. That said, this is a pretty substantial announcement. Audi Crooks is in the portal. Now, are there other options for her? I don't know. I doubt she goes to Iowa. I don't know that they'd want her. I don't think a team like Notre Dame would benefit from her. Definitely not a player like Hannah Hidalgo. I do not think for 1 second that they would want her. All the top shelf teams, I just don't see how she fits the equation with that inability or unwillingness to defend. I just don't see it. So that's why I was fairly surprised by her making this decision to jump into the portal. I just don't know. It's definitely different. It's a wild decision to me, because unless she already has a school that's said we're going to take you, it don't matter that you average 25.8 points and 7.7 rebounds and 65% shooting. You cannot play defense. And unless you play some level of defense, this isn't like Luka Doncic in the NBA. This is a level of just complete inability. She doesn't have the ability because she can't move quickly enough. And because of that, she doesn't try. So, nonetheless, again, significant news for the portal. Now Iowa State is completely gutted. They have now lost pretty much their entire team. I mean, I don't even know what's left. Now this includes Ali Tanky, Freya Jensen, Reagan Wilson, Lily Taleli, Reese Beatty, Alyssa Williams, Kenzie Hare, Addie Brown, and Jada Williams. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 10 players in the portal. 10 players in the portal. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wild, man. But y'all let me know. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this decision? Where do you think she could end up? Maybe there's a team that I haven't thought of that could use someone like her, or want. I think it's more like want someone like her, because you can always use someone that can score around the rim. But do you want someone that you know is not gonna guard anybody? That's the big thing. This is not football. This is not baseball. You have to play defense in basketball. You've got to be willing to do it. This is not a one-way game where you just play offense, stand under the rim, and wait for the ball to come back to you. So hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the hype button. I appreciate y'all. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.